Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Thanks for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already and remember to click the bell and it will remind you every time a new class drops, and I'm posting roughly about once a week. Today's practice is a full body Vinyasa flow and we're going to get strong, we're going to lengthen and we're going to get grounded. So if you've got blocks, grab some, or any props that you might need, a blanket, a bolster, pillow, something off the sofa. If you need that support, just take care of yourself with whatever you need. And come and meet me in an easy seat, Sukhasana, and we'll get started. So sit up nice and tall. And roll the shoulders down and away from the ears and just gently close your eyes down and allow yourself to check in. This is what the practice is. It's an inside job, and we bring this awareness by paying attention to noticing how our body feels physically, what we're thinking, what's coming up emotionally. And the connection to our conscious breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose and open the mouth, sigh it out. And again, deepest breath in. Open mouth, sigh it out. Bring the hands together at prayer, tapping thumbs to third eye. Inhale to the third eye. Keep the lips closed, exhale through the nose. Releasing the left hand down, we're going to drop into some Pranayama, some breath work. Peace fingers bend down, thumb over right, ring finger left. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close off the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhaling left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Hands at heart center, bowing chin to chest. And if you'd like to bring an intention, maybe something that you would like to receive or get out of the practice. Maybe you want to bring in something for the day ahead, or maybe for the evening that you're in. But call in something that you need. And inhale, gently open the eyes. Lift the gaze. Inhale, take both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Two more like this. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hands at heart. Last one. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hands at prayer. Inhale, cactus, arms open the chest. Exhale, turn to the right. Stay right here, 5 cycles of breath. So we're working our internal levers when we're not using our external levers, which are our arms, our hands, and our legs and our feet. It's slightly hard to breathe here, you're twisting your diaphragm. But on the exhale, press your right elbow back a little deeper. And inhale, come back through center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhaling here. Exhale, press your left elbow back. Look to the back elbow if that feels available in your body. 3 more cycles of breath. Activate your feet. Grow taller through the spine as you inhale. Go deeper on the exhale. And inhale, come back through center. Hands of prayer. Inhale here, lift the chest. Forward fold and bow. You may just bring your hands on the floor. Just land wherever you're going to land. And just gently bow the chin to the chest. Take a moment to arrive in this pose. Just finding the awareness. How does this pose feel in your body as you stretch your hips, your lower back? Sides of the feet might be speaking to you. Find length in the back of the neck. You may even want to move your head side to side. And inhale, lift up. Walk the hands back, change the cross of your legs. So right leg in front for me, flexing the feet. And try and bring your feet under your knees and you're crossing the legs at the shins. It feels a little snug and maybe a little tighter than what you normally do. And hands of prayer. Inhale, both thumbs up. Exhale, hands of prayer. Inhale, cactus arms, open the chest. Exhale, turn to the right. Now we're using the external levers. Bring the right hand down. Sorry, the left hand down. Right hand behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate. 5 cycles of breath. And now watch me. I'm working my wrist into the thigh to help me. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. Flex your feet. Press down through the sides of the feet to grow taller. Exhale allows you to go deeper. Inhaling here. Exhale, rotate, hands of prayer. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhaling, dropping the right hand down to the left thigh. Press through the back hand. Inhale, lift. And now exhale, rotate. 5 cycles of breath. Hug the belly and roll your back shoulder down and away from the ear. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Inhale, come back through center. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. 5 cycles of breath. If you want to go deeper, you can tiptoe the fingers forward, just finding length through the spine. And walking the hands back. Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together. Pause here. Drop your right hand down. Left arm up. I'm going to stretch the side body. Inhale. Arm up and over. Exhale. Pressing down through the sit bones. Reaching through. Notice if your hands bent and a little soft and relaxed. Reach and lengthen through the fingertips. There's a heavy anchoring down through your left hip. You could even press it down. Lift up. One more cycle of breath. And inhale, lift. Exhale, up and over. Press down through the right hip. Lift up through your fingertips. Inhaling here. Press the soles of the feet together. Exhale. And inhale, top arm up. Exhale, help the knees up. Let's come onto the hands and knees. We're going to move through some cat-cow. Maybe you just want to wag your tail, wriggle your hips, and shoulders over the wrists. Hug the ribs in and up. And inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. You may want to stay like this, but maybe you want to play tucking the toes under, lifting the knees off the floor. Just bringing a little intensity. Inhale, heart lifts, belly drops. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round. 2 more. Movement to breath. Last one here. And then exhale, round and hold here. 5 cycles of breath. At any point you could drop the knees down. But just see if you can stay with it. Press down through forefinger thumb. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Lift your hips up and back. Walk your feet back. Walk your hands forward. Lengthen and paddle your feet. Lengthen your downward facing dog. Step your feet together like you've got one leg. And inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels down. Don't worry if your heels aren't touching. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Shorten your down dog by walking your hands back about a third. Reach your right hand back to your left ankle. You could grab the shin, don't grab the knee, but anywhere here. And you could put a generous bend into your right knee if it needs it. And then spin your ribs, chin into your left armpit. And change sides. Bending the left elbow, taking it to the right ankle. Breathe into the back ribs and then spin your ribs and your chest to the right. And inhale, walking yourself into plank pose. And exhale here. Just stay here for a moment. Just building some heat and strength. Feet hips distance, inhale. And when you're ready, lower all the way down, exhale. Low cobra, inhale, lift. Lengthen the chest, exhale, lower. Walk your feet together if displayed, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hug the elbows in, press them down, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands behind the head. And elbows wide, lift them high. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. For 5. For 4. Point through the toes, lift the knees. For 3. Lift your elbows. For 2. For 1, lower down. Tuck the toes, press up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, walk, step, or float to the top. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Pressing down through the feet, inhale, rise. And exhale, hands of prayer. Today we're going to move through Surya Namaskar C. So listen carefully. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Step the left foot back, exhale. Drop the knee to the floor. Inhale, both arms up, Vinyasa, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toe under, step back plank. Vinyasa. Roll over, toes up dog, inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, float the right leg straight back. Step the right foot through, place the back knee down. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tap the back toe under, step the back foot up. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Pressing down through the feet, inhale, rise. Exhale, hands of prayer. Good, that's half Surya C. Inhale, both arms up now, and on the left side. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Step the right foot back, exhale. Place the back knee down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes, step back plank. Vinyasa. Up and back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Float the left leg. Step it through, exhale. Place the back knee down. Let the inhale lift you up. The exhale pulls the hands to the floor. Tuck the back toes, step to the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Pressing down, inhale, rise. Exhale, hands of prayer. Good, we're going to do it one more time with the option of lifting the back knee. So you're in a high lunge instead of a low lunge. If it doesn't feel good, stay with the low lunge. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Step the left foot back, exhale. Bend the knee, but almost to the floor. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, plank. Vinyasa. Roll over, toes up, dog. Inhale. Up and back, exhale. Inhale, float the right leg. High lunge, step through. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. I like to keep the back leg bent. Hands to the floor. Step back. Step the back foot up. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Pressing down, inhale, rise. Drawing your energy to heart, exhale. Left side, inhale, both arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Step the right foot back, exhale. Put a bend in the knee, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back plank, inhale, halfway. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg floats. Step it through, exhale. Vinyasa, inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, step the back foot up. Exhale, step the feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Just stay here. Walk your feet as wide as the mat. Grab your elbows, drop the head. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. And when you're ready, drop the hands to the floor. Malasana, turn the toes out. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, exhale. Good, we're gonna fly it. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Two more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Malasana, hold, exhale, lower. Pause here. That's it, nice work. Lift your chest like upward facing dog, firm the buttocks in. That's it, 2 more cycles of breath, just stretching your hips, getting strong in your legs, lengthening the spine, feeling grounded through your feet. Strong, lengthened and grounded. Inhaling here. Exhale, both hands to the floor, float the hips up, inhale. Walk the feet, hips distance, exhale. Actually bring the big toes together to touch. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees, drop the hips. Shift the weight into the heels. Lift the arms up, inhaling. Sink lower, exhale. Inhale, hands of prayer. Hug the ribs in. Exhale, twisting to the right. Pausing here, shift the weight back into the heels. Maybe you're going to want to open the arms a little, spread the arms. Open the chest. Hug your left knee back. Press your head back as you drive your left hip in and back. And one more cycle of breath. Inhale, hands to prayer if they're not already. Exhale, forward fold. And I'm just going to turn around so I'm facing the camera. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees, drop the hips. Shift the weight into the heels. Hands at prayer. Inhale, hug the ribs. Exhale, twisting to the left. That's it, spin the chest, hug and drive your left hip back. Cat pose, pressing the heels of the hands together. Spread your shoulders and your arms and your collarbones here. Exhale, shift your weight into the heels, drop your sit bones down a little deeper. 2 more cycles of breath. And forward fold and bow. These forward folds are very grounding. Imagine the breath coming in through the soles of the feet, up the legs, and then release the breath down the spine, out through the head. Just connecting to the earth energy here. And when you're ready, hands on your hips, lifting yourself all the way up. Beautiful. I'm just going to step to the top of my mat, so stay where you are if you're at the top of the mat. Tree pose, Vrikshasana, another very grounding pose. So just set the pose up from the floor up. So spread your toes, have a look at your left foot, spread the toes, a little bend in the knees, hug the belly in. Let's work with not using the external levers, our hands. So inhale, lift the right knee up. Exhale here. How's your balance feeling? Bring your shoulder heads back and roll the shoulder heads down, hug the belly in. Inhale, take the right knee wide. Exhale here. Inhale, try and lift the knee higher. Squeeze your left hip in, exhale. Remember tree pose, ankle to ankle, sole of the foot to the calf, or grab your ankle, inhale, lift, and then exhale, squeeze. Hands to prayer, inhale. Exhaling, roll the shoulders down. We're going to play with that external, like that twist that we did right at the beginning. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, turn to the left. 5 cycles of breath here if you can. Don't worry if you're falling. Press the elbows wide. Exhale on, spin the chest. Press back through your left elbow. And inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands of prayer. Draw the knee to center. Hinge forward, warrior 3, Virabhadrasana, hinge forward. Some of you are going to bring the hands to the floor. Roll your right hip down. 5 cycles of breath. Hands on the floor, or lift the hands to prayer. Toes turned down, lift the shoulder heads. Hug the belly in. Deep awareness in your left hip stabilizer here. From here, we're going to step back with the right foot to goddess pose, to the long edge of the mat. Turn your toes out. Exhale. Just shift the weight side to side. Doing great. And now pause here. We're going to drop the right shoulder to the left knee. Hold it here. Keep squeezing the knees out wide, spread your toes, and then change. And then just movement to breath. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Side to side. 3 more. Each side. That's 1. This feels delicious. 2. and 3. And inhale, we're going to turn to the back of the mat and step the back foot forward. A third until the heel goes down. Hands either side of the front foot. Right foot is forward, reach the hands forward. Parsvottanasana. Hug the belly in. This feels like downward facing dog, but a different stance in the legs. Ears in line with the biceps. You can have palms down, or even cupcake fingers here feels really good. You could even have your hands on blocks. You might need to bend your front knee if your hamstring's tight. Lift the ribs up and off that front thigh. Some of you might even be able to walk the hands back, dropping the forehead towards the shin. And if your hands are back, walk them forward, hands on the hips. Exhale here, and now inhale, rise. Tree pose. So we're going to be standing on the right foot. Draw the left knee up into the chest. Remember, we're not using the hands as levers. Exhaling here. Inhaling, opening the left knee wide. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left knee a little higher. Grab the ankle. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. Just put a little bend into the standing knee. You can keep your hand on the ankle if you're feeling vulnerable in your balance. Because the awareness of this pose is the balance. All the other bits is just the kind of the add-ons. So just choose what feels intuitive and available in your body today. And inhale. Take the elbows wide. Exhaling here. Inhale. Now we're twisting to the right. Exhale. Hug your right outer hip in 5 cycles of breath. Keep pressing the right elbow back to allow your torso to twist a little deeper. And inhale, come back through center. Hands of prayer. Draw the knee through center, warrior 3. A little wobbly today. This is my second class. And inhale, lift the shoulder heads up and away from the floor, or keep the hands on the floor. Hug the belly in. Left hip rolling down. Step back to goddess pose. Turn the toes out. Cactus arms, exhale. Notice if you're hinging forward. Shoulders over the hips. I'm doing the chin mudra, forefinger to thumb. And inhale, lift your right heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, lower. 2 more each side. Last one. Now inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, sink deeper. 5 cycles of breath. Let it get uncomfortable. Don't give up before you need to. For 2. For 1, press the heels down. Inhale, lift. Rotate to the front of the mat. Step the back foot forward. Forward fold and bow. Hug your left hip back. Reach your hands forward. Drop the chin to the chest. Find length in the back of the neck by maybe lifting the chin slightly forward. And if I was giving you an adjustment, I'd have my hands pulling your hips and your thighs back. And inhale, hands on the hips. And rise to the top. Step the back foot up. Step your right foot back. So with the long edge of the mat again, Lift the heels up, hug the elbows in and back. Imagine there's a block between your elbows, and just so your collarbones spread and widen. Lift up, look up, breathe in. Hinge forward halfway. Look down, drop your hands to the floor. Some of you are going to pop up into a tripod headstand. But if that's not part of your practice, just walk your hands back. You could grab your big toes. You could step your hands around the outside of your heels. Or I'm going to demonstrate a tripod headstand here. Inhale, lift. And if you're upside down, make your way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands on the hips. Inhale, rise. Put a bend into your right knee, and then just rotate the foot. Triangle pose. Pick the back heel up, both arms out. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, hand down. I'm going to use my block here. That's it, because I like the feeling of my shoulder being a little higher here. Your bottom ribs are lifting up, top ribs are spinning down. Maybe circle the top wrist. And other way. And then arm up and over here. Lift your knees and thighs up, activate your legs. We're halfway through. You're doing great. Stay with me to the end. I know how hard it is to practice at home and stay in the practice for the whole duration of the class, but give me a thumbs up at the end of the class if you manage to stay with me for the whole 60 minutes today. And top arm up, breathe in. Top hand on the top hip, exhale. Take a moment to pause, put a bend into your front knee, slide your hand forward, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Shoulder over the hip. Don't worry if you haven't got a block, you'll have your hand to the floor, you can bend your standing knee. Look down at the grounded hand, and at this point I like to look through my body to make sure I can see the toes of the back foot. Top arm up, breathe in. Exhale here. Again, a little vulnerable in my balancing poses today. A lot going on in my mind, so it's hard to balance. And Shavasana, I need to bring my knee to the chest here to support my hamstrings. Are feeling a little tight from all my biking that I'm doing. Maybe here you can press down and lift up. And when you're ready, step back to triangle pose. And inhale, lift yourself up. You can bring the block with you. And bend the knee parallel the feet. I've already got a block on this side, but just in case you've only got one block, put a bend into your left knee, rotate your foot, and then hinge forward. Top arm up. Circle your top wrist. Notice any sensations here. Point and flex, maybe wriggle the fingers, and then arm up and over. Lengthen and strengthen your legs here. Press through the big toes, lift your knees and thighs up, spin your bottom ribs up. Make the breath audible. I haven't got my headset on today. I forgot part of the attachment, but I wanted to get this class up, so I'm filming it without the sound, so I hope it sounds good. Just want to be consistent with my content. And top arm up, breathe in. Top hand on the top hip, exhale. Bend down, bend the front knee, and actually this block's already here, so I'm going to use this one. And lift up, shoulder over the wrist. Look through the body, nice little kind of check-in point here, top arm up. If the balance feels good, look to the top hand, or find that single point, the jisti. It's harnessing your energy when you draw the gaze in and soften. So when the eyes dance around the room, when you're distracted, your mind goes with it. Japasana. And lift up. Press the thigh of the standing leg back. And maybe lift the bottom hand up. Bottom hand down. And step back to triangle. And inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate the feet. Hands on the hips. Just walk the feet wide, Skandasana. Put a bend, turn your toes out, put a bend into the right knee. And lower down. A little shuffle there. Good, pause here. We're going to shift it side to side. Just a slow pause here. Just find the length. I'm pressing my elbow and then switch. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe some of you can lift the hands off the floor, a bit more core awareness here. And when you're ready, come back to the right, pause and hold, and then turn to the top edge of your mat, place the back knee down, and taking a twist. Inhale, both arms up, breathe in. Exhale, hands at prayer. Inhale, hug the ribs. Exhale, rotate to the right. Some of you are going to keep the back knee down. Some of you are going to tuck the toe and lift up. 5 cycles of breath. And hands either side of the front foot. Half splits, round and round. Flex the front foot. This feels like a nice release. Inhale, lift the chest. And then to create a bit more space, just tiptoe the fingers forward, just lengthening the back body. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. And inhale, bend the knee. This is an option, full splits. So tuck the back toe under, slide the back knee back. I'm going to bring this block on level 2. You could grab a cushion from your sofa or your bed. And we're going to stay here. That's it. Hug your right hip back, press your left hip forward. And play with pointing the toe of your front foot. Spread the toes of your back foot, press down. If you're someone who likes to hinge forward or you have the mobility in your hamstrings, you can lengthen forward here. And lift yourself up. Just tuck your back toe under to support the back knee. And bend the front knee. Skandasana to the other side. And then hold here. That's it. Just release the inner seam of your thigh, your groin, your hamstring, and flex your foot. 2 more cycles of breath here. You can have hands at prayer. Some of you might be binding, those who practice with me a lot. And inhaling here. Turn to the back of your mat. Exhale. Lift the back heel as you place the back knee down. Take a moment to pause. You're going to take a twist. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands at prayer. Inhale, hug the ribs. Exhale, rotate. Pausing here. Some of you are going to keep the back knee down. Some of you are tucking the toe, lifting up. 5 cycles of breath. Exhale both hands to the floor. Place the back knee down. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits round. Tiptoe your hands forward, bow the chin to the chest. Put a bend into the front knee. Grab your block if you need it. You can stay in half splits, but I encourage you to just play with the full splits. Wonderful benefits. It's a very deep hip opener. It's wonderful for all your sexual organs. Squeeze the elbow heads back. And really just close your eyes. Don't worry about what it looks like, and maybe both knees are bent and it feels awkward and tight. But just close the eyes and explore how it feels when you're not caught up in this external of what it needs to look like. The breath is the most important part here. Point the toe, maybe play with trying to touch the big toe of the front foot to the floor. Spread the toes of the back foot. And one more cycle of breath. Oh, some of us were reaching our hands forward. Let's stay here, 5 cycles of breath. Maybe I can even bring this down a level here. And inhale, lift. Tuck the back toe under, put it bend into the front knee, turn back to the top of the mat, and step your back foot, you're back at the top of the mat, step your back foot up. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, lower down. Do you love Bakasana? I love Bakasana, and the best way to get better at Bakasana is to practice it. And even if you're not lifting up, snuggle your knees, if your body allows it, into the armpits, because this is where lots of stagnation, if you think of all the deodorants and the gunk that we're putting in here, but we have lots of major glands here. So give it a little massage, high tippy toes, hinging forward. Don't even worry if your feet don't lift. There's cat pose. Maybe lift one foot, maybe the other. And if you've got a tripod headstand and you love to practice that, I do, squeeze the elbows in and lifting up. And exhaling here. And bend the knees, lowering yourself down, and then lowering all the way. Slide your buttocks, lowering yourself all the way down. Inhale. And then lift yourself back up. Exhale. You might need to put your hands under the back of your hamstrings. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Put the back of the arms down. Exhale, walk your feet back. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower. Squeeze the buttocks as you inhale, lift, activating the pelvic floor. Exhale, lower. Press through the big toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, lift up, stair. Exhale, roll the shoulders under. And then lift the hips up. 5 cycles of breath. You might want to walk your feet together here. You could stay in bridge pose. You could make it restorative. Take the knee to knee, foot out. Take the leg up. Exhale, foot to the floor. Press through the right foot, extend the left leg out. Knee to knee, lift your left hip. Take the left leg up. Inhale, lift. Exhaling here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Take a moment, feet wide. Windshield the wipers, knees side to side. So, you could take a restorative back bend if you feel tired, fatigued, or just not in the mood. Maybe it's a night practice for you. So I wouldn't encourage the Vinyasa because it is stimulating. So if you're in the evening, keep it low. You could even just stay here. You could put a block underneath your sacrum and be like this and just be grounding, inhaling down the spine, exhaling through the legs. But if it's the morning and you are ready to bring some happiness and joy and buoyancy and lift into your day, then I encourage Vinyasa. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale here. Inhale, come to the crown of the head. I like to turn my hands out at this point and lift up. 5 cycles of breath. Inhale, lift the hips. The head, sorry, exhale, lower down. Happy baby. So nice, round and round. Just massage your lower back. And let's take a twist. Feet on the floor. Cross your right leg all the way over the left. Shuffle your hips over to the right. Arms in cactus or T-shape. Inhale, lift. Exhale all the way over. Snuggle your knees up towards your left elbow. Look back to the right. And then you can even, I like sometimes to bring the thumb into the hip hook here and press this top hip away. So creating more space in the waist. And again, invite yourself to close your eyes. Where do you feel this pose in your body? I'm feeling like this deep stretch through my lower back. This is why the stretches are so good for strengthening and lengthening your lower back. Strong, lengthened, and grounded today. And inhaling here. Exhaling here. Inhale, lifting up through center. Exhale here. Arms are straight. Lift up and grab the sides of your feet. Now, if this is challenging, grab your ankles, or you can even just hug the back of your hamstrings, just depending on what's going on. So I'm coming around the outside of the foot, lowering the head down. Now, for a lot of people, this is where it gets slightly tricky because the hip flexors are tight, so it pulls in the neck, and you might be like this. So what you could do is grab a block or grab a pillow, and that feels a lot more sustainable if the head is lifted. So you're using the block to bring the floor to meet you where you're at. And now kick the feet into the hands. Some teachers call this shoestring pose. So squeeze your thighs together and imagine you're pulling the shoelaces out and apart. So you feel this release in your outer hips. So actually feel like the hugging in. That's it. One more cycle of breath here. And Exhale, happy baby. Side to side. And then we'll do the other side. And feet on the floor. Exhale here. Cross the left leg over the right. Set your arms up, cactus or T-shape. Shuffle the hips over to the left. Inhale, knees to the chest. I'm lifting my buttocks off the floor, snuggling my knees up to the elbow. And now rolling and spinning these left ribs back to the left. And maybe you've got that little adjustment you could give yourself. If I was giving an adjustment, I'd be just hugging this hip away to create more space in your waist. And inhale, come back through center. Shoestring pose or supine Gongasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. Inhale, lower the shoulders. Exhale, kick the feet. 5 cycles of breath. Squeeze. There's compression here, so squeeze your thighs as you lift your heels. Arms are straight, shoulders are rolling down. You're drawing your shoulder blades down the spine. You're pressing and lengthening your sit bones forward, so the lower back is lengthening. It's also a wonderful lower back release here. Last cycle of breath, inhale. And then come through happy baby. But some of you are going to go straight into legs into V shape. And again, press the heels away, get your lower back down. And inhale, excuse me, zip the legs up and just rock yourself up. Straighten the legs out in front, walk your sit bones back. Dandasana, so just inhale, lift up, and then just tiptoe your fingers forward, just rounding here. If you've got tight hamstrings, bend your knees. You can snuggle your ribs on your thighs and then just sliding your feet forward, just landing wherever you land. Exit. Just allow yourself to snuggle in. If you've got a lot of mobility here, you can bring a block around the feet and hug the block. I like this myself. Press your thighs down, activate your legs, stretching through the lower back. Back of the neck is long. And inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, bend the knees. And just slide your buttocks forward as you lower yourself down. Pause here. Drop the knees in, feet as wide as the mat. And just again, side to side. Release your frontal hip points. And when you're ready, walk the soles of the feet. I'm actually going to use my block here. You could use a pillow, which would be nice, or a cushion. And just lifting the feet so they're slightly elevated, so there's a little more intensity in the hips here. just slightly deeper. It's always nice to try these things and just find the awareness as to whether your body receives it or if it doesn't, you know, and then you just remove it and get rid of it. Let's drop into some pranayama. This is called Viloma. It's a 3-stage breath. So it's one breath all the way to the top, and then one breath all the way to the bottom for 6 counts. And then we come in for 2 counts and pause at the navel. Inhale another 2 counts. It's the same breath and pause. And then inhale to the top and pause, and then exhale all the breath out. So it's one breath with 3 pauses. So when we pause, we're stretching the inhalation. Okay, so take a deep breath in, counting the breath for 6 counts to the top. Pause and hold the breath in and exhale for 6 counts to the bottom. Pause and hold the breath out. Inhale for 2 counts to the navel and pause. Inhale another 2 counts to the bottom of the sternum and pause. Inhale to the top. And then exhale all the breath down. Squeezing all the breath out. Inhale for 2 counts. Pause. Inhale another 2 counts. And pause. Inhale to the top. And then exhale all the breath out. One more cycle of breath here. Inhale 2. And pause. Inhale another 2. And pause. Inhale to the top. And pause. Sip in a little bit more. And a little bit more. And open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Return to normal shallow breathing, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Just allowing your energy to settle here. When you're ready, we're going to come into the most important pose of all, Shavasana. So draw your knees together. And for this Shavasana, for myself, I've got 2 blocks. And I'm going to rest the blocks underneath my calf muscles, but my ankles and my feet are hanging off. So you just got to find where it's comfortable enough that you're not going to keep fidgeting. And just allow yourself to get still here. Roll the shoulders under, palms facing up. And take a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, sigh it out. And just allow yourself to be heavy and still. To most importantly, receive the practice and all the energy you cultivated here. This is where it resonates in your body. This is where you feel the effects. And feel free to stay right where you are. I'm going to bring you up and close out the class, but do just shut off your computer, just stay here and take care of yourself with the Shavasana. Otherwise, wriggle fingers and toes. Taking a full body stretch. And drawing the knees into the chest. Squeezing and hugging it in. And rolling to the side. Bringing yourself all the way up. Just gently close the eyes down, bringing hands of prayer. Take a moment to feel the effects of your practice, but take time to honor yourself for being here, showing up, doing the work, taking care of yourself. Self-care starts right here. Thank your beautiful body for doing all the work. And I'd like to thank you for sharing your practice with me. It really is an honor and a privilege. Pray to third eye. Namaste, sweet yogis. Leave me some feedback in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up and take care. Lots of love. Bye.